両手 かせたいことを壊れないように大事にしすぎちゃってさ今日のメールを綴ってはまた空白で塗り替えてちぎってしまうこんないつもを吹き飛ばすきっかけを招くばかりの指先を手のひらで重ねて今を変えることは辛いこともあるけどたとえキスが揃ってもこの手で導かなきゃ大事な今を手放すのは怖いよねでも待ち望んだ全てはそこにあるの君への想い詰まった視線送り続けてるけど気づかないよねこのままでもいいかなってさ少しでも思う自分嫌になるよこんないつもに漂ってる私を奮い立たせてくれるのは全て君への声今を変えてゆこう辛いこともあるけど
Welcome back to TV Size Tournament. We are here with the Losers Bracket Grand Finals. And we are getting straight into the bans here. Team seusbruk evidently winning the roll, I believe 17-14 over floating up. First ban is going to be Nomad 2 with Zeiss over the top. Looks like we are going to follow up that first ban with Amidst Fantasy, double time 3. So we have our two respective bans thus far. Second ban goes to Floating Up. They already banned the Nomad Stream map. And they could probably go for something similar on their second ban. However, it wouldn't be surprising if they mixed it up just a little bit. We could possibly see the flash bulb out of here today. I don't think Koibumi will be banned by Floating Up. Looks like Speed of Link, the other possibility for a more stamina-oriented map, or rather speed map, gone now from Floating Up here. So two Nomads. And the second ban from seusbruk will be HD3 Koibumi 2000. Some very smart bans from each respective team here. Both of them having decent players for either skill set, but there are definitely stark differences between the two teams here, as well-rounded as they may seem. And it's all accentuated by the fact that this is TV size tournament, and these maps are rather short. Of course, with the longest length in this pool being 2 minutes and 6 seconds on Nomad 5, which has been banned out, leaving Fremod 3 as the longest with 2 minutes and 3 seconds. But we're going to be starting off with Sudden Death for seusbruk's first pick here, the Sedia map at 151 BPM, minute and 30 seconds. Classified as the tech map in my mind. However, they do have Polygon in here as well, so this could just be alternating. But there are definitely multiple maps in here that could fulfill that requirement, or rather map pool skill set there. No fail put on automatically per the usual. We're going to wait for both teams to get their set lineups in here. seusbruk already looks like they know what they're doing for their pick. Malteser, Exarch, and Reedcat seeming to be staying in for them. Ponytail, the only player defaulted in for floating up. Looks like he will be joined by Flying Tuna. And it looks like Malteser is actually going to be subbing out for seusbruk. Aristia, the third player for floating up. And Mistia going to be coming in for seusbruk as well. Looks like Zayson going to be the fourth player for floating up, and we're just waiting for that last roster spot for seusbruk. Looking like they're taking a little bit of extra time to attempt and solidify their personal lineup here, just to make sure they can lock their pick in to start this match off. That would be a healthy start for them in this rather difficult match. But both teams sporting some fantastic players today. This could go either way if both teams pick smart enough, rather. And it looks like Taibai going to be filling the final spot for seusbruk here today. I wasn't entirely sure if we were going to see him today, as he is not streaming. But it looks like they do, in fact, have him. So final lineups for both teams. Floating up, running with Ponytail, Flying Tuna, Aristia, and Zayson. seusbruk going with Taibai, Mistia, Exarch, and Reedcat. Some fantastic lineups, some very good players for both teams here. Classically known throughout the tournament scene and throughout the game as a whole, for a very strong start to this first pick for seusbruk, looking to take their first map on Sudden Death. This is CS4 with an AR 9.7, so nothing too complex in terms of stats for this map. The alternating aspect, of course, being the biggest problem here at 151 BPM with alternating. Is certainly not at 151 BPM, especially being mapped above 1/4 tick. Both teams holding us strong here. Zayson with a big break for floating up here, but he's going to be followed by Exarch. There was early breaks from Ponytail and Aristia as well. And it looks like Mistia has broken along with Exarch. So it's Taibai and Reedcat versus Flying Tuna. Zayson sporting a bigger combo right now, but certainly not enough to combat these two FCs. But as Reedcat breaks, it's just Taibai left for seusbruk, which is going to push the score over to floating up with the higher overall combos. With only one FC remaining, Ponytail and Flying Tuna do break the end here, but it's Zayson and Aristia trying to hold this in. But these combos now starting to build up a little bit for seusbruk here. They do have a couple decent combos running along with Taibai right now, and as the map comes into the last few seconds, there's a lot of breaks there from seusbruk, and it's still just Taibai, and he's not going to be able to hold on his own with Zayson, and with Taibai finally breaking at the ending, unfortunately, seusbruk going to let that one go with just the stronger overall combos for floating up. Zayson and Aristia towards the ending, putting up some massive combos for floating up, and unfortunately the positioning of the breaks for seusbruk just weren't enough to help Taibai with that massive 644 combo from him on Sudden Death. A fantastic play from him overall, but unfortunately alone in his efforts to win that pick. But nonetheless, floating up will take the first break point of this match with some very good overall combos. So a high performance from all four players in that match, or rather in the first map. Next pick is going to be going to floating up. That is true. Thank you for pointing that out, that over the top has been counted as a pick and not as a ban. There we are. So as I mentioned before, pick going to go over to the side of floating up. looking to continue their run after this first breakpoint. seusbruk going to be looking to put a stop to this early. Starting off with a breakpoint is certainly not the position that you want to be in, but it is certainly not an awful position. Being a best of 13 match, you do need 7 points to win. And Embryo going to be the next pick. We're floating up here, hidden 2 at 220 BPM, minute and 57 seconds long. Similar stats to the last map at CS4 and AR 9.6. So nothing too special in terms of the stats. Once again, standard map in terms of that. This is not the AR8 hidden, which has in fact been banned out. Rather, the AR6 hidden with Koibumi. So we have both of these teams going to be setting their lineups. A rather fast map for Hidden 2 with the 220 BPM. One of the fastest maps in the pool if we don't count the double time section. As Speed of Link was banned, the no mod speed map. However, no mod 1, rather high BPM, not necessarily a speed map, but still up there. Looks like Karuna going to be subbing in for Team Floating Up here. Exarch and Mystia going to be staying in for seusbruk for the speed map, understandably from them. Quite surprised actually to see Taibai substituting out for seusbruk on a speed pick. But maybe we will see him rejoin as they go through all their possible options here. seusbruk does have a good lineup of speed players here. They do also have Malteser and Mystia, as in M-I-S, not M-Y-S, as possible speed players as well. And there's Taibai subbing back in for seusbruk at Majora. And he's gone. At Chili Repair. Looks like Mystia actually going to be subbing out for seusbruk as well, so it's just Exarch as a solid lineup pick for them right now. seusbruk trying to finalize this lineup. They do have time to do it still. Mystia and Reedcat both popping in at the same time, and Taibai going to be filling that 4th slot for seusbruk. Definitely a difficult map to find a solid lineup on, and especially against the set of 4 players that Floating Up is sporting right now. Good luck, have funs from both teams here. Fully expecting Flying Tuna and Aristia to put up some very impressive scores on this map here, but there are also some very decent speed players on the side of seusbruk, most notably Mystia and Exarch, but Reedcat and Taibai certainly not ones to be discounted on speed maps. But the front runners in this match certainly going to be Flying Tuna for Floating Up here, but actually he misaims that stream with Hidden, unfortunately. So it's actually just Exarch left holding the combo for seusbruk. Actually, every player missing that beginning stream, unfortunately. Zason with the 2nd highest combo out of anyone, but right now the combo advantage is in favor of seusbruk, but Reedcat, Taibai, and Exarch all break at the same time. It's just Mystia with Aristia and Zason holding some massive combos right now, followed very closely behind with Flying Tuna and Karuna. This is going to go to the side of Floating Up rather quickly. Taibai unfortunately finding another break. Exarch with the 2nd lowest combo here, but Mystia still holding on for seusbruk right now with a massive combo. Oh, but finally finds a break at the end of that last stream. There was some opportunity for a score recovery there with everyone on Floating Up having broken. But Reedcat, now with the highest combo to combat Flying Tuna right here. He breaks, unfortunately, though, so it's just Flying Tuna still with this combo after his first break on that initial stream, holding strong. Doing a lot of work for his team right here. Karuna with a rather high combo as well, but Reedcat actually, with that Bancho miss from earlier, I believe I saw him miss, but he didn't actually. But Reedcat still having the only combo on seusbruk to combat Flying Tuna, Aristia, and Karuna, all with massive combos. Zason certainly not far behind in the 300s. And it's just Reedcat into the finish here. He's trying to do all he can, but he finally breaks on the overlapping linears. The score lead going to very heavily go in the favor of Floating Up, with Flying Tuna putting up an all too expected massive combo after his first break on that stream. Unfortunately, not the FC from him, but a massive play for his team. seusbruk putting up a valiant effort. Some high combos overall, especially on Reedcat with that 745 combo into the finish. Accuracy aside, still a very impressive score from him for his team. But once again, not entirely enough for seusbruk to take the break point against Floating Up. It does go back to their pick, and hopefully they're going to be able to take their first point in this match. Floating Up 2 now. Having grabbed that break point and their own point here. seusbruk not in an awful spot yet, but they certainly need to win their pick now to keep themselves from being put into that bad spot. Gonna wait for this next pick here. It could be smart of seusbruk to pick out a more intensively, or rather more technically intensive map over Floating Up here. Floating Up definitely more standard map players. I don't believe any of them are ridiculously strong on anything that requires a massive amount of technical skill. However, they are good players overall, so I'm not sure we can discount them for much. Looks like they are going to be going with Free Mod 2, Love Lab Poison. So Love Lab Poison running at 2 minutes and 14 seconds. One of the longer maps that we've seen. Actually, the longest map that we've seen today. But 228 BPM at 5.69 stars. A little bit of a catch to this. It is AR8 CS5. So if you are not good with CS 6.5 Hard Rock on high BPM, or you cannot read low AR with Hidden, then these mod players are certainly going to have a rough time with this map. I do definitely expect some good scores all around on this map, especially, I'm not entirely sure who I would give the massive advantage to in terms of players for both teams here. Unfortunately, haven't had the pleasure of witnessing this map before. For those of you that would like the map pool, I have just pasted the sheet in Twitch chat. There is a map pool tab right at the bottom. It is the third tab in from the left, or second from the right, whichever you would like. A couple substitutions for both teams here. Looks like Koba going to be making an appearance for Floating Up. Malteser coming in for seusbruk. And both Mystia's in now. Mystia with an I to start will be making the first appearance for seusbruk as well. So 2 new players for them. Exarch sporting his 3rd map in a row for seusbruk. Certainly a big player for them in this match here today. Seemingly very versatile on this pool. At least I hope it's because he's versatile and not as a fill. He is certainly a strong enough player to go through all of this, but there are a lot of strong players in this match, so both teams trying to do what they can. Minimal mods for both teams here. Most notably for floating up here, taking the bare minimum 2 mods, a hidden on Karuna and a hard rock on Aristia. Malteser, Mystia with a Y, and Exarch all sporting hard rock. Not a single hidden for them. Certainly not a massively strong AR8 lineup for seusbruk here, but definitely a strong map in terms of hard rock. Exarch going to be finding the first miss for seusbruk on that linear pattern, but Koba has already missed as well. Exarch struggling on some of these later patterns here. Everyone else doing fairly well. Karuna and Aristia with 2 big breaks, though, leaves just Flying Tuna left. Comboing for floating up here. Exarch with the only break still for seusbruk. This is looking like a good pick for them. At only 2 minutes and 14 seconds, there's not a lot of opportunity for massive breaks here. But Mystia has found a break with that hard rock for seusbruk here. But Karuna and Koba continuing to find misses, but Malteser right before the pause. Unfortunately, with a big break, that leaves just Mystia left holding the combo for seusbruk. The score is still in their favor, but Flying Tuna with a massive combo right now. Mystia needs to hold this. Flying Tuna with some massively high accuracy, along with Mystia as well, with a very impressive 98.8%. You love to see it from both of these players here, not only the combo, but the accuracy. Aristia and Koba starting to build up a combo, but the combo advantage is in favor of seusbruk right now, so even though it's going back over to the side of floating up, it's going very slowly, and it's all going to come down to whatever happens in these last couple sections here. Mystia and Malteser with 2 big breaks, but they're not the highest combos for seusbruk. Right now, it's all down to Exarch and Mystia. Flying Tuna, Aristia, and Koba trying to do what they can, but their time is slowly running out. And with an over 100,000 score lead into the final couple seconds of this map, they have run out of all opportunity, with Mystia on the 99.05% full combo with no mod for seusbruk, pulling it in. Ladies and gentlemen, the true definition of no mod tanks for both of these teams. Flying Tuna and Mystia putting up full combos on Love Lab Poison, doing all the work that they possibly can for their team. But seusbruk, Exarch putting up a very impressive supporting combo at the ending for seusbruk. Malteser and Mystia, some fantastic scores from them as well. Especially Malteser at that 460,000. Some very good scores all around for floating up too. But seusbruk finally taking their first pick in this match here. But Mystia doing so much work for seusbruk there on the no mod. Well played all around from them. Finally getting themselves on the board here. Now 2-1 in favor of floating up. It does go to floating up's pick, so they will have an opportunity to attempt to advance to a 3-1 lead. Or seusbruk could continue their run right now and start to go for these break points. They do need one of them in order to get all the way back into this match, rather. Next pick, as once again we are waiting for floating up. It looks like the flashbulb Dij PVC going to be the pick for floating up here. Hidden 1 at 135 BPM, AR 9.2, CS 4.2. Interesting pick all around for floating up. Not exactly the first pick I would have said that they would have gone with, but not the worst pick for them. seusbruk certainly has a better lineup for this map than floating up may assume. like a very similar lineup for seusbruk right now. Looks like Mystia with an I going to be subbing out. Reedcat coming in. Ponytail also going to be making another appearance for floating up here. So final lineups looks like they have been decided. Have fun from Ponytail. I don't believe everyone is ready yet, though. So we'll wait for the all players are ready, and then we will know. And there it is. All players are ready. Good luck, have funs. And into map number 4. I apologize for any random audio quality drops in the microphone as well. Discord hasn't been too pleasant today, so if any of that happens, it's from Discord. So 1 minute and 23 seconds. This is going to be a big map for both teams here. Any breaks are going to mean a lot, and it looks like Reedcat with a very early break from seusbruk here. A lot of hundreds all around. A very difficult map, especially with Hidden. Just reading this make a lot of players cringe. Mystia finding another big break for seusbruk. Reedcat has recovered his combo, and it looks like Koba going to be finding the first big break for floating up, but they need one more to get back into this. Koba breaking again, but there goes Malteser. That's one of the full combos gone, and there goes Exarch as well. So it's 3 full combos now to none. Reedcat, the closest combo that seusbruk has to a full combo with his very early break. His accuracy doing quite a bit of damage on top of the fact that he had the early combo break. This map just gets increasingly hard as it goes through. Reedcat now with the highest combo in the lobby, with everybody on floating up having broken. With only a quarter of the map left to go, there goes Flying Tuna. The highest combo on floating up is now gone, and it's just Ponytail left, but Reedcat finds the break, unfortunately. And there's not a lot of map left, and with those high early combos from floating up, going to come down to the ending section here. The score just too far in the favor of floating up. And with a ton of misses from both teams at the ending there. Difficult map. And the 3rd point for floating up. All right, I believe we have fixed the Discord. Hold on, I think we fixed it. We should be good now. We changed the server region to not be ridiculously far away from me. So we're now US East Discord, so we should be good to go now. No more robot. Hopefully. We're going to see if we can clear this up. Free Mod 1, the next pick coming out from seusbruk. Black Holes, Pluto. Challenger difficulty. Going for another free mod. So seusbruk definitely a fan of these free mod picks here. Strong area for them. 1 minute and 40 seconds, so a rather short pick at 100 BPM. Of course, this map is not dead on 100 BPM. But AR9 and CS4, this is one of those increasing speed maps here. Starts off slower than it finishes. Some very impressive scores overall today put up by Reedcat. I definitely expect him to put up another impressive score on this map. Flying Tuna as well. Been doing very well for Team Floating Up. Looks like Tie-Bike coming back in for seusbruk. Mystia and Exarch still going to be staying in from the previous pick here. Exarch now playing his 5th map in a row. looks like Myazi going to be subbing in for Floating Up as well. So another new player we have not yet seen from them going to be coming in here. A couple players we haven't entirely seen, but I know are here for seusbruk, Kanyo, and Blue. Not yet making an appearance in the match itself, but we did see in warm-up, both of them are here, so just waiting for the right time. Or possibly letting their teammates roll with this one here. But next up for seusbruk, Black Holes Pluto. Once again, a very short map at 1 minute and 40 seconds. One of the shorter maps in this pool, even for TV size tournament. Karuna running with the hidden, Aristia with the Hard Rock again. So same mods for Floating Up. And almost the same for seusbruk. Taibai and Exarch are going with the Hard Rock. Malteser not in to take Hard Rock this time. Mystia going to be going with the No mod again. It looks like going to be joined by Reedcat. Mystia actually under-aiming that one linear section. That's going to be a massive break for seusbruk if somebody on Floating Up doesn't break combo very, very soon. Still no combo breaks, and there goes Karuna. So there's the break that they need from Floating Up, but is it going to be enough time? The score is still in favor, and there goes Exarch for seusbruk and Taibai as well. It's just Mystia, Reedcat still holding, but Flying Tuna, Miyatu, and Aristia still going. We're halfway through the map already, being only 50 seconds in and being this far through and this far gone. 300,000 score lead for Floating Up right now, still on 3 full combos. Aristia with a massively impressive Hard Rock score, still holding a full combo. Flying Tuna and Miyatu with the full combos on the No mod. Almost all combos gone for seusbruk right now. It's just Reedcat still holding. Taibai has recovered the Hard Rock combo, but it's not going to be enough. Does slider break on those big, wide, angled ones. And there goes Miyatu finally, but Flying Tuna and Aristia still with the full combos have probably held it long enough, and with Reedcat dropping the FC as well. It's all down. Nobody full comboing the end of it. Flying Tuna and Aristia dropping the FCs at the ending on Bancho, actually. Neither of them dropped the FC, so both of them with the full combos. Unfortunately, seusbruk letting that break point go. Some early breaks from them, but Flying Tuna and Aristia with a very, very impressive Hard Rock full combo for Floating Up. Flying Tuna with very good accuracy as well. So it's not even that seusbruk did awfully on that map. Floating Up just with some very impressive scores overall. It's very hard to combat the double FC on a map that short with any breaks. Reedcat held it as long as he possibly could. Unfortunately, dropping the FC in the ending. But seusbruk putting up a fight on that map. Unfortunately, letting another break point go. And now with Floating Up on their own pick, they do have the opportunity to go up 5-1 now. Not exactly the position that seusbruk wants to be in. However, they are on the board, so not all is lost, but they're certainly going to need to start putting up a massive performance in the rest of this match if they want a chance at winning this. Nothing to be ashamed of, though, for either of these teams. This match is a guaranteed third place for the loser. So nonetheless, both teams putting up a massive effort, whoever ends up winning this match, whether it is Floating Up or seusbruk. And it looks like all the free mods now gone. It's like Sullivan going to be the next pick in the match here today. Free mod 3, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Little interesting map for mods on the top difficulty of this at AR 9.6 and CS4. Definitely favored towards the hidden players on this map. I'm not sure we're going to be seeing many Hard Rocks on here. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we did. It looks like Flying Tuna actually gone for Zason, and Koba going to be coming back in for Floating Up here. But Aristia, I wouldn't be surprised if Aristia ended up going for the Hard Rock anyway. on this. Has gone for it on all the other picks, but it might not be the best idea to run with a Hard Rock on Sullivan here. I would definitely expect to see a lot of hiddens. Seusbruk, I would definitely expect to see if we saw a hidden on Exarch and maybe Taibai, but he could also go no mod. Mods definitely, probably on Karuna and... You know, actually, I thought I was more sure about that, but I believe Karuna and Exarch would be the most likely players to grab the hidden for both teams on this map. But they could have Exarch go for the no mod. Once again, not entirely sure. Karuna, though, I will maintain my stance in saying that Karuna will probably go for the hidden. Karuna has taken hidden on most other maps thus far. It looks like the hidden on Karuna and Zason going to be the second hidden for floating up. Looks like actually Taibai and Mystia going to be the hiddens for Seusbruk. So Blue and Exarch quite possibly more confident on this map. And they want to kind of get the no mod combos in here. Secure themselves some score. No breaks from anyone on that first slider section here. Some accuracy drops on the side of Seusbruk here. A 4-way double S for floating up right now. Only one double S left on Seusbruk right now from Taibai. But a big slider section coming in here. A lot of room to drop some hundreds. And it looks like Mystia is actually going to drop the combo along with Zason and Aristia. But there goes Blue and Exarch. So it's just Taibai left with the hidden. It's Koba versus Taibai right now. Nomad versus a hidden player. The combos are starting to recover for both teams, but Mystia finds the first break out of anyone here, but Zason once again trading, so Mystia and Zason having a little bit more trouble than everyone else on this map here, but it's going to come down to whether or not Koba or Taibai breaks first right now. It's Karuna and Aristia fighting against Blue and Exarch right now. Taibai dropping some accuracy there. Mystia dropping combo once again, so Zason actually now is giving the combo advantage to floating up. Accuracy lead also in the favor of floating up with Karuna having dropped the full combo, but 99.63% accuracy. Koba still holding that full combo to combat Taibai right now, but there goes the break from Taibai and Mystia. Zason dropping combo as well as just Blue and Exarch now. Karuna, Aristia, and Koba with the full combo on Nomad. I don't want to say all is lost, but with only 200,000 score difference into these final streams here, I don't expect any massive misses unless somebody completely overstreams. Zason has found a big break there, but it's not going to be enough with Blue and Exarch both dropping their combos, unfortunately. Koba finally drops, but Aristia is going to hold the combo into the ending here, missing the last note of that stream. And floating up, going to bring it home on Sullivan here. Taibai with the hidden, doing a lot of work for Seusbruk there. Exarch coming very close behind, as well as Blue. But Koba, Aristia, and Karuna for floating up. Doing so much work. Koba being able to hold that full combo with the Nomad for as long as he possibly could, to give them as much score in the early section of the map as they could get. And it certainly worked out for them. Picking up their 5th point in this match here. Seusbruk now down 4 on their own pick. They need to grab this point here. Try and put a stop. Floating up, a freight train running through this match right now. Cannot be stopped, it seems. They got their first break point and another point as their own. Seusbruk was able to grab their own pick on their second pick, but they lost the one after that. They're going to need to start doing some work here. Koishi Circulation on Hard Rock going to be the next one for Seusbruk here. Hard Rock 1, 2 minutes and 1 seconds at 190 BPM, 7.43 stars. Very difficult Hard Rock map. The one of the highest star ratings in the pool here. CS 4.5, AR 9.4, so not quite CS 6.5 on the Hard Rock. However, certainly small. So for those accuracy and precision players in this match here, kudos to them. Going to be the carries for their team here. Precision. Small circle. Higher BPM as well. Certainly not ridiculously higher, out of the question, but 190 BPM. Not the most standard of BPMs for a Hard Rock fairly awkward in my opinion. 190 BPM is not normally something that you see too often. I feel like 180 to or 200 is definitely seen more often. But seusbruk sporting a good lineup for the Hard Rock pick here. Looks like Blue and Exarch staying in. The other Mystia coming in with a Y, and Reedcat for them. Flying Tuna coming back in for floating up here. Koba, Karuna, and Aristia staying. Good lucks in chat, and we are into the map here. Excuse me. For some reason, I thought this was a free mod, and I almost said Hard Rocks on everybody. But this is, in fact, a Hard Rock pick, so Hard Rocks on everybody. Interesting to see some early accuracy drops here. Mystia just dropping 100. Nobody else having a massive amount of trouble with the accuracy. Just some slider ends here. Blue dropping that one, but Flying Tuna struggling a little bit on the accuracy here as well. Lowest accuracy in the lobby, actually. And Koba with the first break. The accuracy lead is the only reason the score is going to stay on the side of floating up for a little while here. But there goes Blue for seusbruk to kind of tie it up here. Flying Tuna dropping, though. That's going to be a big break for floating up here. Dropping a massive amount of combo, but there goes Blue and Reedcat. It's Karuna and Aristia fighting against Mystia and Exarch here. Combo advantage in the favor of floating up with Koba starting to build up that combo again. But the score is going to stay even. Koba and Exarch breaking, though. That's one of the full combos gone for seusbruk right now, and it's just Mystia. And there goes all the full combos for seusbruk. Unfortunately, Karuna and Aristia still holding halfway through the map. Those three massive breaks before the pause section here on seusbruk. I don't suppose any of them were Bancho misses. Karuna and Aristia holding right now. Very strong. Karuna does finally find a break, but it is just Aristia now. Blue and Flying Tuna trading back and forth there, but there goes Exarch and Mystia. Koba breaking again. All eyes on Aristia, though, still holding this full combo. Quarter of the map left to go. Will we see the FC? 98.5% accuracy. Some big jumps here in the ending, but the snap aim is working here. Perfect accuracy on the precision here. Reedcat starting to build up a little bit of a combo for seusbruk right now. Exarch starting to try and go with him, but Aristia doing so much work here. And with all players finding breaks except for Flying Tuna and Reedcat here, Aristia does lose the FC right at the ending. But a very impressive score into the finish with 940,000. Reedcat trying to hold the combo at the ending. They're not going to be able to do enough. Aristia doing so much work for floating up once again. Massive combo. This tournament is not best of 15, it is best of 13. There is just one extra star on the board for both teams right here. Next pick going to be coming for floating up. This is match point for them. So seusbruk needs to win this break point. Unfortunately, seusbruk has let quite a few break points go in this match here. They're definitely going to be a little bit hard pressed to grab a break point from floating up, but it's definitely possible. We have seen more bizarre things happen. Certainly, much more bizarre things happen than a break point. Floating up, proving to be a very strong team in this match here. seusbruk certainly not giving them a lot of wiggle room, though. Floating up only winning these picks purely because of a massive performance from all four players here. seusbruk would certainly take down most other teams in this tournament very handedly on this pool with some very impressive scores. But what could quite possibly be the final pick for floating up in this match here? Nomad 4 We're going to be seeing Polygon, Soda Fujimori, minute and 51 seconds at 174 BPM. Certainly the tech pick. 9.6 on the AR CS4. We're just going to we're going to fix the stars really quick so that this actually displays the winners as we finish. And there we are, all fixed up for you. So floating up is in fact at match point on Polygon right here. seusbruk needs to grab this break point if they want to stay in this match here. They do have a little bit of wiggle room if they do grab this break point, because it does go back to their pick, so they will have the opportunity, if they get this, to attempt to keep running with it on their own side here. But substitutions for seusbruk here. Taibai coming in on the tech map here. Same lineup running, except for Zayson actually in place of Koba. I am completely blanking on whether or not Koba played the last map, but nonetheless, Zayson, Karuna, Aristia, and Flying Tuna going up against Taibai, Mystia, Exarch, and Reedcat for what could quite possibly be the final map of this Losers Bracket Grand Finals match. To the beginning here, Exarch with the first break for seusbruk here very early in the map. It's not going to matter too much. However, what is going to matter is that Taibai and Reedcat have also found breaks. That's 3 combos all gone for seusbruk. It's just Mystia left. Reedcat finding one more break, and there goes Mystia. There's the full combo gone for seusbruk. Reedcat and Taibai breaking again. There goes Karuna and Flying Tuna finally, but it's Zayson and Aristia still holding the full combos. Aristia does break on the slider section, so it is just Zayson. So all is actually not lost yet. There's some massive breaks, and there goes Zayson, but unfortunately, Exarch dropping the highest combo on seusbruk. It's just Reedcat to attempt to do some work here now. But Karuna is fully combating this combo from Reedcat right now. There goes Karuna, though. So Reedcat actually going to misaim that triple right there. I'm actually not quite sure how that happened. But possibly some nerves taking effect for him right now, but unfortunately, it's just Exarch left on the combo to try and go against Aristia and Flying Tuna. Both teams had some massive opportunities to run away with the score here, but some breaks from both sides and unfortunate timings are just letting the score stay exactly where it is. Exarch trying to combat Aristia right now with Flying Tuna having broken, but there goes Exarch finally. And Aristia, for the second time in a row, going to be bringing his team into the victory here. Finally dropping combo, but there's nothing left on seusbruk that's going to be able to combat that from Aristia here. Taibai starting to sport something at the ending here, but the combo lead is too great at 400,000. Overall, fantastic. Mystia finding one more break into the ending on the overlaps along with Zayson, and final score is going to be 7-1 for Floating Up. So congratulations to Floating Up, putting up a very, very impressive performance in this match here today. A dominant victory from them, but a fantastic performance from seusbruk. Unfortunately, Floating Up, a very strong team overall. 4 very strong players for every single map. But a very well played from both of these teams here. Your winners, Floating Up, Gomel, Silvar, Flying Tuna, Aristia, Myatu, Koba, Karuna, Zayson, and Ponytail. For Floating Up will be advancing to the grand finals match where they will face off against Rubber Conquest, sporting a team lineup of Digital Hypno, Apraxia, Monko 2K, Azer, Fiery Rage, Xarius, Bistro, MC, and Fancy Lad, the #1 seeded team in this tournament, in fact. So a very exciting grand finals match for you all. That will be taking place at 4 UTC on Sunday. So please be on the lookout for that match there. Very exciting for you all. Congratulations, nonetheless, to seusbruk with a fantastic performance in this tournament, knocking down some very, very impressive teams with their fantastic lineup. Kanyo as captain, joined by Blue, Reedcat, Exarch, Taibai, Mistia with an I, Mistia with a Y, and Malteser. So congratulations to seusbruk nonetheless. A GG's to them, and unfortunate that they were not able to take the grand final spot. But very well played from them, and congratulations on the third place finish. Certainly nothing to be disappointed about. A very, very good performance. And I certainly hope that none of them are too disappointed by this outcome. Very well played from them, but once again, to finalize, congratulations to Floating Up. Will be advancing to the grand finals match against Rubber Conquest once again for UTC on Sunday. Please be on the lookout for that. Very, very exciting match for you all. I imagine it's going to be rather close, but that will be all from us on the stream today. We will be back with the grand finals in 12 hours. So once again, thank you for watching the stream today. I have been your commentator, Chili Repair, and we will see you all on Sunday. Thank you very much.
See you next time.